Hello everyone, I'm Nature Brani from English Education in Sriwijaya University, and in this video, I would like to reviewing the chapters that I have learned about basic English grammar based on Betty's Grammar Azar's book. So let's take it out. So the first chapters is about using be and have. In using be in noun, we use is for the singular. For example, Singapore is a country, but for the plural, we use are. Malaysia and Singapore are countries. And for the pronouns that use be, like am for I, is for she, he, it, or singular, are for you, we, they, or plural. For example, she is a student and they are student. And you can shorten the be. For example, I am become I'm. You are your. She is she's. And there's a negative form with be, like when he is not a teacher become he isn't a teacher. Also you can use it in adjective and adverb. Like for adjective, the example is Jelita is intelligent or Jelita and Leon are intelligent. And for the adverb, especially adverb of place like location, like they are in the library or Fadia in the canteen. Also, we can use it in the yes or no question like with be. For example, is he a teacher? Is he a teacher? Be subject and the object. And you can answer it like yes, he is or no, he isn't. And in using have is for I, you, they, we, or plural, and has for she, he, it, or singular. For example, we have apples, or singular, she has an apple. And we also can use possessive adjective like I have stapler. My stapler is purple. So I become my. And then you can using this and that. This is your pen. That is my pen. Or these are your pens. Those are my pens. And in asking question would be like, what is this? This is a pen. Who are they? Oh, they are Ergi and Nisa. And where is my bag? On the chair. The second chapter is about simple present tense. Simple present tense is used to express habit. For example, Nana speaks English every day. Negative form, Nana doesn't speak English every day. Interrogative form, does Nana speak English every day? And in the present tense, we use a frequency adverb like always for 7 days in a week, usually 6 days in a week, often 5 days in a week, sometimes 4 days in a week, seldom 3 days in a week, rarely just 1 or 2 days in a week, and never. That's never happened. Or maybe the sentence example is like Maria often drinks tea with lunch. And the frequency adverb with be. Nisa is sometimes late for the class. So to be plus frequency adverb. And then this is about regular verb. Like I, you, they, we use have, do, go. But she, he, it use has, does, goes. And then we can adding final es if the end of the word is consonant plus y, then like try become tries. But if the vowel plus y, Pay become pays. And the end of the word is consonant or E, like drinks and drives. And then if the end of the word is s, or like something like that, like push, teach, kiss, pigs. And then their preposition of time of at is used for specific time on clock, like on at 8 o'clock, or like 7 a.m. You can meet me at 7 a.m., something like that. And you can use it in night or noon, like at noon, at night, at midnight. And for in is used to specific year, month, or like in the morning, in the afternoon. On is used for specific day or date. And chapter 3 is about present progressive. Present progressive, or we usually call it present continuous, is used to tell an action that's happening right now. For example, Rara and Nafis are eating mangoes. Negative form, Rara and Nafis are not eating mangoes. Interrogative form, are Rara and Nafis eating mangoes? Like with the rising intonation in the end. And past progressive can use in the non-action verb, like know what need. That's the word. For example, I am hungry right now. I want a sandwich. And there's the difference of simple present and present progressive. Simple present for routines. For example, she eats a banana every morning. But present progressive for ongoing action. She is eating a banana this morning. And the next chapter is about noun and pronoun. Noun can be different in three things, like noun as a subject, noun as an object, noun as object of preposition. In a sentence, John is holding a pen in his hand. John is a subject noun. Pen is an object noun. Hand is object of a preposition noun. And then in the sentence, I don't like hot chocolate. Hot is an adjective, chocolate is a noun. So noun can be with adjective too. And there is a countable and uncountable noun. Countable noun like table, chairs, handphone, or book, pen, something like that. An uncountable noun that you cannot count it uh, in one things. For example, like money, sugar, oil, or something like that, like water. And there is the pronoun. Pronoun can be subject or object. Pronoun as a subject, like I, you, they, we, she, he, it. And pronoun as an object, like me, you, them, us, her, him, it. I, me, like Rani knows him. Rani is subject pronoun. Him is object pronoun. And there's indefinite pronoun, like for the statement we use some, someone, something. Like the example, Dewey talked to someone after class. Someone. And for the negative, we use any, anything, anyone. Like Giska didn't buy anything at the store. And there's a question like, did Fanny cook something? Did you know someone in here? And the chapter 5 is about simple past tense. In using be, like was or were, we can say that they are in the library. Were for the plural, like you, they, we, and was for I, she, he, it. So they were in the library. because plural. And the negative form is like they were not in the library or they weren't in the library yesterday. And the interrogative form like were they in the library yesterday? Also the simple past tense with ed or regular verb like Brevani walked to the campus last week. But in the negative form, we didn't use verb ed, but we used did. So Brevani didn't walk to the campus last week. And in the negative and in the interrogative form, like in the question, did Brevani walk to the campus last week? So in the positive form, we use walked, but in the negative and interrogative, we didn't use it like so use did or didn't. And the simple past with the regular verb, also like when the sentence is Diana do her homework every night. Diana did her homework last night. So the first atau verb 1 is do, verb 2 did, and verb 3 is done. So we use the verb 2 in the simple past tense. And also their past time word like yesterday, last night, last week, last month, last year, or a minute ago, an hour ago, a week ago. In chapter 6, we learn about expressing future time. In future time, you can use be going to. It's assumes meaning like will. Like I am going to come late tomorrow morning. Become I am not going to come late tomorrow morning, or in interrogative like the question, am I going to come late tomorrow morning? And the word used for the future time like tomorrow, next week, in like in a 5 minutes, in an hour, and of course, future time using will. For example, Icha will come to the party tonight. Icha won't come to the party tonight. Won't is the contractive about will not. Will not, we call it won't. And for the question, will Icha come to the party tonight? Will is the first word. And then there's might or may versus will. If we use may, it's to express a possibility more likely, like it may rain tomorrow. But if you use might, it's to express ability to but less likely, like she might be at home. And will, if someone feels sure about it, like Andre will be at the meeting tomorrow. In chapter 7, we learn about expressing ability. Like, first is using can to express ability or possibility. For example, we can speak English. We cannot speak English. Can we speak English? And second is using know how to. So like can, like I can cook is brought to statement of ability. But I know how to cook is more specific statement of skill or knowledge. And the third is about using very and to plus adjective. Like very happy, too happy. In very happy, that's mean it's difficult but possible to do. But too happy, that's mean it is impossible to do. And there is too many or too much plus noun. Like too many is used for the countable noun and too much is used for uncountable noun. Tia peeled too many apples. Anis drinks too much milk. Apple is countable. Milk is uncountable. And the last is about using be able to. Subject be plus able to plus object. Like I, subject, be, am, able to, object yeah, finish my homework. Chapter 8, we learn about noun, adjective, and pronoun. The first is about modifying noun with adjective and noun. Like if the adjective noun, I book an expensive book. Expensive adjective, book noun. Noun plus noun. I book a grammar book. Grammar, noun, book, noun. Adjective, noun, noun. I book an expensive grammar book. Expensive, adjective, grammar, noun, book, noun. And for the word of adjective, or we call it accescom. Opinion, size, egg, shape, color, origin, material, and purpose. Like, Nana bring a beautiful small or round red Chinese wooden dining table. And there's also expression of quality. If we use word all of, that means 100%. Most of, a large part, but not at all. Some of, a small or medium part. And also we learn about possessive adjective like my, your, their, our, her, his. For example, I own this scrunchie. So this is my scrunchie. And for the possessive pronoun like mine, yours, theirs, ours, her, his. This is her scrunchie. So this is yours. And also about the noun like possessive noun like for the singular friend become friends with the apostrophe and s, and for the plural like friends it's already s in the end. So if the word is end with the s, something like that, we just use the apostrophe, just add the apostrophe in the end without s. And the last is about question with whose. Whose is about the possessive. Like, whose crunchy is this? It's mine. For the pronoun, this is my crunchy, scrunchy. For the adjective, and Naicha's crunchy. For the noun. Chapter 9 Comparison. In this chapter, the first is about positive degree that used to describe a quality as the same the quality. For example, you are as pretty as your mother. And the second is about comparative degree that used to compare two things that one is better. But for the most one or two syllable adjective, you have to add er. For example, Dinda is taller than Adit. Tall, taller. Just one syllable. Tall. And for the other adjective, like we use more. For example, this bag is more expensive than yours. Expensive is more than two syllables, so we use more. And then the third about superlative degree, which is used to compare more than two things in or compare. For example, for most of one or two syllable adjective, add the word and est. For example, you were the prettiest woman in here. The prettiest woman in here. And for the others adjective, we use the most. Like, your dress is the most beautiful in this meeting. The most beautiful. And the last chapters, chapter 10, about expressing idea with verb. So in this chapter, the first is about should, using should for add visibility. For example, my clothes are dirty. I should wash them. You shouldn't leave your clothes. Or should I bring this jacket? And the second is about let's. Let's take a break. Let's go. And third about using have plus infinitive like has to or have to. This is to express external obligation and more common in daily speech like I have to study. I don't have to study. Do I have to study? And fourth, about using must. This is maybe similar with have to or has to, but using must is a more internal obligation or strong recommendation than necessary. For example, I must study harder to pass the exam. And there's about the modal auxiliaries like can, could, may, might, must, should, will, would, be able to, be allowed to, be going to, have or has to, and had to. And then we also learn about past progressive. Past progressive that describe an action in activity that progress at a particular time in the past. For example, we were sitting in the class. And there's the while versus when. For while, like simple past, while past progressive. For example, the most appeared, simple past, while I was studying, past progressive. And there's for when is past progressive, when simple past. I was studying, past progressive. When the mouse appeared, simple past. Also, but present perfect, like we have told you. We haven't told you. Haven't, have not, the negative form. And have we told you? Form the question. And also the present perfect, like using have been. You know, be in the perfect, like be, like am, is, are, was, were, the past, and been is the third. So I have been here since April. Since for the specific time. And I have been here for 3 months. 3 months for the length of time. So since specific time for a length of time. And the last is about how long in present perfect. Like how long have you been in the city? How long have you in here? So guys, what do you think about that I have learned? Do you think that that's interesting or maybe such a boring and maybe oh no, what is it? I confused. I didn't understand. I didn't get it. That's okay guys. You can learn more and more again and again. So I think that's all that I have learned about basic English grammar based on Betty's Grammar Azar's book with my lecturer, which is Sir Harris 1. And thank you for attention and thank you for watching this video. Bye guys!